All right. Welcome to the Week 3 recap. I hope you enjoyed that techno remix of the Fox NFL theme. Let's get right into this here. I'm sorry that I'm late with my recap. We are in our final games of the Padres this season. We have our final home game tomorrow, and so I've had to be here late every night this week. So let me just get right into it here. Let's go through these matchups. There was some good stuff and some bad stuff and some stuff right in the middle. So had a little bit of a mix of everything. Let's just get right to it.
Who gives a shit what you believe? In 30 seconds you'll be dead. Then I'll blow this place up and be home in time for cornflakes.
We had Super Saiyan, God Super Saiyans versus the Flamin' Unicorns. This was an interesting matchup. Gronk gets 0 points, but TY gets 23 points to lead Julian to his first victory of the season over Kelly. So congratulations, Julian. I'm sure he was a little worried there with Gronk getting 0 on Thursday, but he stepped up and won regardless.
Okay, cocksucker. Fuck with me, and we'll see who shits on the sidewalk.
Next up, we've got Andrew Truck versus the Nelsie Hopkinsies, which is not me, just the team named after me. Both teams tried to lose this matchup, but Todd Gurley's 20 points leads Jacob over Max, even though Palmer only scored 3.5 points for Jay-Witt. So that probably scared him a little bit there. But Jacob gets his first win, and Max begins his slide.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah, me too, but, you know, I'm really wired. What do you say I take you home and eat your pussy?
Next up, we've got the Demogorgskins versus Life of Nwanda, Dennis versus Chris. This is Chris's first matchup versus the vaunted Dennis, and it was tough for him. Dennis stomps to 3-0 in a very high-scoring matchup. 54 points from his two starting wide receivers, Jordy and Marvin Jones. And yeah, Chris would have beaten anyone else except for Eli this week. So it's tough, high-scoring matchup, but Dennis gets the win, goes to 3-0.
They're eating her! And then they're going to eat me! Oh my god!
Okay, next up, we've got the Smegma. What's the hell's his team name? The Smegma Brigade. Excuse me, Brigade. Eli loves a good brigade. Next up, we've got Smegma Brigade versus the Fourth Reich. Eli picks up his first win of the season while laying a stomp on Henry. Henry's team has a pretty unfortunate week and lays a big poopy. And on Eli's bench was the Vikings defense, which scored 25 points, which would have scored him about 21 more points on the week and got him up near 140-something, 150. So, yeah.
While you were still learning how to spell your name, I was being trained to conquer galaxies.
Next up, we've got the San Diego Arambes. That's Randy versus the West St. Paul Swans. Swans put up a solid performance this week, winning a quiet 2 in a row, while the Harambes really shit the bed this week, and half their team is questionable or out going into this next week. So that will be an injury situation to watch for on Randy's team here in San Diego.
Mother. You're alive.
Too bad. You
Will die.
Lastly, we've got McCarthy Out of My Cage, my team, versus Corey, Deflate Hate. This is my first matchup ever against Corey, and he beat me pretty easily. He had triple the fun this week with 3 players that scored 23 points. So, good for you. And Carlos Hyde got me points late to make my week look a lot more respectable than it was. It's a pretty rough week, so I fall to 2-1, and Corey is 3-0. Corey's 3-0, right? Oh no, I'm sorry, 2-1. So we're both 2-1. All right.
My husband is having an affair with your wife. I don't think we should talk about it. Unless you're prepared to kill them.
Oh, man. Oh, God. Oh, man. Oh,
God. Oh, man. Oh, God. Oh, man. Oh, God.
All right, now it's time to award the Shame of the Week, so let's get right to it here. We'll play.
China. I have to have my China.
Smoke weed every day. No, baby. Looks like I know how to drape somehow.
Oh, look at my African American over here.
Did not have sexual relations with that woman.
At first I actually had trouble finding a Shame of the Week this week. And then once I saw it, it was very clear to me what it would be. The San Diego Harambes started Willie Snead this week, who had a good first 2 weeks, but unfortunately he was declared inactive before the game this week, and he did not play and had a 0. So, Randy started an inactive player while leaving Travis Kelce, another tight end, on his bench, who scored 14.7 points. So, Randy, this is yours this week. You really deserve it. And, those are the kind of moves that put you in the T-Jack. So, let's tighten it up a little bit here. Look forward to the next week here. We've got a 2-1 battle. The West St. Paul Swans versus me, McCarthy, Adam, McCage. So I'll be going up against Adam. The two West St. Paul named teams going up against each other too. So that will be the hometown West St. Paul battle. Next up, we've got a 3-0 Demogorg Skins, Dennis, versus the 1-2 San Diego Harambes. Randy will be looking to rebound a little bit, and Dennis is going to try and go on a streak here. So we'll see what happens there. And then we've got Kelly versus Henry, the Unicorns versus the Fourth Reich. Kelly's got her kicker, Mason Crosby, on bye this week. Who will she start in place? Could it have an effect on the matchup this week? We will see what happens there. Then we've got a 1-2 battle between Eli and Jaywitt this week, the Smegma Brigade and Andrew Truck. Rogers is on bye this week for Eli. Who is he going to start versus Jaywitt? We will see. And then next up, we've got another 1-2 battle. It's Super Saiyan God Super Saiyans versus Life of Nawanda. 2 1-2 teams. One's going to be looking to rise. One's going to want to fall. Hopefully no ties happen here. And then next up, we've got a very interesting matchup, because this matchup could come down to a Monday night wide receiver battle between Stephon Diggs and Odell Beckham Jr. This matchup is projected within like 5 or 6 points, so if it's close, it could be really interesting to see what these two wide receivers do on Monday night to finish up the week. So with that, that concludes my late recap this week, and good luck, everyone.
This hers? Tell me!
Yes, I think it's... Yeah.
How'd it get burned? How'd it get burned? How'd it get burned? How'd it get burned?
I don't know!